Welcome to our companion podcast on important family business matters, Family Business Briefs, with our AI hosts, Jen and Ted. The content in these episodes comes directly from Family Enterprise USA and can be found at familyenterpriseusa.com. As we all know, many issues like taxes, economic policies, and new legislation affecting family businesses are complex. So, with the assistance of AI and our AI hosts, Jen and Ted, this technology helps make sense of it all in a brief, clear, and lively discussion, and all in about 10 minutes. We hope you find the information presented here useful and entertaining. Now, let's listen in on this episode's important family business topic.
Okay, so today we're diving into women-owned family businesses.
All right.
And there's this new advocacy group that's forming.
Interesting.
And we're going to be talking about that today.
Sounds good.
We've got an article here by Pat Soldano, who's the president of Family Enterprise USA.
Okay.
And, you know, it's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Yeah.
Women-owned businesses, they make up almost 40% of all the businesses in the U.S.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's like over 14 million businesses.
That's huge.
So we're going to unpack kind of what this new group is all about and why it even matters, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great place to start.
Yeah, so this group, it's called the Women's Business Owners Group.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward name.
Easy to remember.
But what they're doing is they're trying to amplify the voices of these women entrepreneurs.
That's important.
Yeah. And they also want to encourage them to collaborate with each other.
That makes sense.
And then also advocate for policies that are going to help their businesses, you know? So it's like, imagine having a group out there that's like fighting for policies that directly impact your business.
Right. That would be amazing.
That's pretty powerful, right?
It is. And, you know, these businesses, they're not just surviving, they're actually doing really well.
Yeah.
The article mentions a Wells Fargo report.
Okay.
And it says that women-owned businesses are bringing in like $2.7 trillion in revenue.
2.7 trillion.
Trillion with a T.
Wow.
And they're employing over 12.2 million people.
That's a lot of jobs.
It's a significant contribution to the economy.
For sure, for sure.
And you know what's even more impressive is they added 1.4 million jobs during the pandemic.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else was, you know, shrinking.
Right. It was a tough time for a lot of businesses.
Yeah, losing jobs.
But women-owned businesses actually grew.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's pretty remarkable.
So why do you think that is?
Well, there could be a few reasons. You know, maybe women-owned businesses are just more adaptable, more agile. They can pivot more quickly when things change.
Like during COVID, you know, when everything shut down.
Exactly. They were able to adjust and find new opportunities.
Maybe they were also in industries that were, you know, more in demand during that time.
That's possible too. You know, things like healthcare or online services.
Right. Things that people needed even more during the pandemic.
Exactly. So it's really interesting to think about what factors contributed to their success.
Yeah, it really is.
Now, going back to this new advocacy group, they're really focusing on family businesses.
Okay.
And they've teamed up with the Congressional Family Business Caucus.
Which is
really interesting because it's bipartisan.
So both sides of the aisle.
Yeah, they're working together to raise awareness about issues that are important to family businesses.
So this group has the potential to really make an impact on a national level.
Absolutely. They can influence policy and advocate for changes that benefit these businesses.
But why family businesses specifically?
Well, family businesses face unique challenges.
Like what?
Things like succession planning. You know, who's going to take over the business when the current generation retires.
Okay.
And also navigating those family dynamics.
Right, because it's not just business, it's also personal.
Exactly. It can be tricky to separate the two.
So by joining forces with the Congressional Family Business Caucus, this group can really bring those issues to light and try to get some policies in place that help these businesses.
Exactly. They have a platform to advocate for their specific needs.
So it's not just about women-owned businesses in general, it's about women-owned family businesses.
Right. It's a more targeted approach.
And we're not just talking about like one type of business here, right?
No, not at all.
These women are in all sorts of industries.
Absolutely. Healthcare, professional services, retail, real estate, manufacturing, food, you name it.
Even construction, government, contracting, technology.
The list goes on and on.
It's pretty amazing to see that diversity.
It is. It shows how entrepreneurial women are and how they're making their mark in all sorts of fields.
The article ends with a call to action.
Oh, yeah.
Encouraging women who own family businesses and senior executives to join this new group.
So they're putting the word out there.
Yeah, it's like an invitation to come together and have a voice.
Right, to be part of something bigger than themselves.
This all sounds like a really positive development.
It does. It's exciting to see this kind of support for women-owned family businesses.
But I'm also curious.
Yeah.
About the challenges they face.
Sure.
What makes their journey unique compared to, say, a business that's not family-owned?
That's a great question. You know, you've got the typical challenges that any entrepreneur faces, access to capital, dealing with regulations, but then you add in the family dynamics.
Yeah.
Different generations maybe having different ideas about how to run the business.
Right, the kids wanting to do things differently than the parents.
Exactly. And even societal expectations.
So it's a whole other layer of complexity.
It's a unique set of challenges.
What do you think is like the biggest potential hurdle?
That's tough to say.
Yeah.
Maybe finding that balance between keeping the family happy and making the right decisions for the business.
Because those can sometimes be at odds with each other.
Right. Sometimes what's best for the business might not be what's best for the family.
Yeah, that's tricky.
It is, and it's something that I'm sure this new group will be grappling with.
I'm really interested to see how they approach these issues and what kind of impact they can have.
Me too. It'll be fascinating to watch how this all unfolds.
Yeah, it's a story that's just beginning.
And one that I think we'll be hearing a lot more about in the future.
For sure.
For sure.
Well, thanks for diving in with me today.
My pleasure.
Always good to chat.
Likewise.
All right, that's it for this deep dive.
Until next time.
See ya.
Family Business Briefs with Jen and Ted brings Family Enterprise USA's and Policy and Taxation Group's original insights to life using new AI technology for a more engaging experience. While core information remains true to the source, some nuances may vary. We hope you enjoy this innovative approach and join us for the next episode. If you like this podcast, please subscribe by hitting subscribe.